Hi friends. For a long time I have been thinking about uh, about this topic, so that today I thought of uh, making a video for this. Uh, which is good, vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food? This is the topic which I want to address. Of course, vegetarians and non-vegetarians are existing in this world from time immemorial, and just because I have made this video, I don't expect that people will immediately change. But still, I want to offer certain arguments which can help clear the confusion. Now, there are two categories of people: those who believe in God and those who don't believe in God. Those who don't believe in God generally believe in science, because they want to explain everything which is happening in this world using science, because they don't believe in God. Now, some of the arguments given by these believers in science about non-vegetarian food is: number one, they say that non-vegetarian food will give protein which is required for our body. But if you see deeply, protein is not only found in meat, but it is also found in a lot of vegetarian foods. For example, if you see the chana dal, or if you take dry fruits, so you have a lot of protein in them. So the argument that non-vegetarian will give protein is not very exclusive. So one can easily avoid non-vegetarian food uh, because he can get the same protein from vegetarian food. The second argument which they give is man by nature is a non-vegetarian. We might have studied in our school social science textbooks that there was a primitive man. He was hunting, and he was killing animals and eating it, like that. But if you see deeply again, why that primitive man who was eating non-veg later adopted vegetarian food? For this, there is no explanation. If non-vegetarian food is so natural, why is he moving to something unnatural? So this argument also doesn't hold good, that man was naturally a non-vegetarian. The third argument which they give is man is having canine teeth, so he must be a non-vegetarian. But you see, it's not, canine teeth is not exclusive for human beings. Even monkeys have canine teeth. But monkey is a vegetarian. So just canine teeth cannot define you whether whether man is naturally a vegetarian or non-vegetarian. The fourth argument some people say is that I am a pure non-vegetarian. But this is not a realistic statement, because all the non-vegetarians who are eating non-veg, they are mixing that non-vegetarian with some vegetarian part, like rice, spices, vegetables, then they are eating. So it is very, very difficult for a person to say that I am a pure non-vegetarian and stick to it. You cannot just eat meat just like a tiger or a lion. You need some spices, you need some taste, and all these things come from vegetarian. So these are some of the arguments given by the non-believers of God. Now let us see the arguments given by believers of God. Now if you see in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anna sambhava. Yajnat bhavanti parjanya yajna karma samudbhava. So, from this verse, we can understand that when it rains, the first thing which is produced is grains. You don't find some non-vegetarian food appearing when it rains. So, when non-vegetarians eat animals, what does that animal eat? That animal has to eat grains only. So, ultimately, everybody has to depend on grains. This is first argument. Second argument is, in a village, if you go on the road, on both sides of the road, you will find only agriculture. If man is naturally a non-vegetarian, why is he doing agriculture? In fact, everywhere you see, the slaughterhouses will be very less in number, whereas vegetable shops will be more. Now, why is this like that? So, this also is a pointer that man by nature is a vegetarian. Also, man cannot eat non-vegetarian food daily. It will create a lot of problems in his body. But he can happily eat vegetarian food daily. Everybody can see that. So the third argument which I want to give is, again in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati. So Krishna is giving 4 items to offer to him. Patram leaf, Pushpam flower, Phalam fruit, Toyam water. So if God wants us to eat non-vegetarian food, he should have told this in Bhagavad Gita, you also offer meat to me. But he doesn't like that. That is why he didn't say that. So now you see one story. Everybody knows the story of Gajendra Moksha, where a crocodile catches the leg of an elephant, and the elephant will fight with the crocodile for 1,000 years, and at the end of that, the elephant offers Lord Vishnu a flower. Now, from where does it take the flower? It takes from that lake. Now, in lake you find fish also. Why the elephant did not take a fish and offer to Lord Vishnu? It took only flower because of the above sloka, Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam. So, God, from religious point of view, God wants all of us to be vegetarian. Now, one may ask a question that if you are saying that man is by nature a vegetarian, then why there is a recommendation of non-vegetarian in Vedas? There is a recommendation of non-vegetarian in Vedas because there will be some human beings who cannot control their tongue and they naturally go for non-vegetarian food. It is to regulate them that there is some recommendation, and that recommendation is very strict. So when people follow that recommendation, that strict recommendation, over a period of time they lose interest in that activity of killing animals. So you have the Vedas say that you have to catch the animal by yourself. You have to tell some mantras in its ear, and you have to tell to that animal that in this life I am killing you, in next life you can kill me. Only after that you have to kill that animal, and you have to kill that animal only on no moon day, Amavasya, in front of Kali, and you should offer it to Kali, then only you can eat that meat. So by this recommendation, practically the person is limited to eat meat only once in a month, because Amavasya comes only once in a month. So by doing this, over a period of time, he will gradually lose interest in eating meat. So now, apart from this, the previous acharyas have given certain insights. That is, if you eat non-vegetarian food, there are chances of accidents, there are chances of untimely death, there is chances of abortion, there is chances of childlessness, there are chances of wars, the, the, there is chances of heart attacks, cancers, and even a person who is beautiful, he will become ugly. So these are some of side effects of non-vegetarian food. So on the other day, I was discussing with one of my colleague, and he was explaining something about plastic surgery. I asked what does they do in plastic surgery. He said that they will take some flesh from your thighs and they may put it on your face like that. Then I immediately asked him, why can't some flesh from an animal be taken and used in plastic surgery? He said that it will not set. So if it doesn't set for a plastic surgery which is done externally, how can the flesh of another animal set to you internally by eating? It will not. But people are eating. What to do? So now, if now a patient, a person who goes to a doctor saying that I have a heart complaint, or I have cancer, or I have something, many of the doctors are recommending that please avoid non-vegetarian, particularly red meat. So why doctors are saying this? If non-vegetarian food is so natural, why doctors have to say? On the other hand, a vegetarian goes to a doctor with the same complaint. He says that please reduce this, please reduce that, please reduce that. He is not saying avoid. He is saying only reduce. So from this, you can understand that vegetarian food is the best food for human beings. It is the natural food for human beings. So in conclusion, I want to say that any abnormality in your life, particularly with respect to your health, particularly with respect to your fortune, means your riches, or like facing an accident. Suppose if an accident happens, all your future plans are destroyed. So all these things, any abnormality in your life, the major culprit would be non-vegetarian food. On the other day, one doctor was saying that one Muslim lady came to him saying that her daughter is 5 years old and she is experiencing periods. Just see such an abnormality. So all these things is because of this type of foods. So my dear friends, from this we can understand that man naturally has to be a vegetarian, and only vegetarian food will help him. Non-vegetarian food does a lot of damage to him, to his health, his life, his family, his future plans, etc. And another famous argument by non-vegetarians is that up to 40 years I will be non-vegetarian, after that I will become a vegetarian. Just see. So that means they also know that non-vegetarian food is not good for human consumption. So my dear friends, please take proper precaution. Try to become vegetarians. Of course, I am not imposing my ideas on you. You can think on both sides and take a call. Thank you very much.